1. The husband test in Indonesia. Dani tribe. Among the Dani tribe, who live in Papua, Indonesia, before marriage a man must prove that he is capable of providing for his family. For this purpose he is required to cut off his little finger and present it as an offering to the bride's family. This tradition is considered a symbol of his commitment and seriousness toward marriage. 2. In South Korean culture, wedding ceremonies have specific customs and traditions, one of which is the groom carrying the bride. This act is seen as a symbol of the groom's love and support for his wife. During the ceremony, the groom takes the bride in his arms and carries her toward the wedding venue or their new home. This tradition is, in a way, indicative of the groom's commitment to protecting and providing security for the bride. Additionally, this act is considered a romantic and special moment that captures the attention of the guests. In some regions, this tradition may come with certain challenges, such as the groom having to carry the bride properly without dropping her. This often creates joyful and humorous moments during the ceremony. Ultimately, the groom carrying the bride is an integral part of the beauty and charm of wedding ceremonies in South Korea. 3. Bride kidnapping in Kyrgyzstan. In Kyrgyzstan, men can kidnap their bride and take her to their home. This act is considered an ancient tradition and, in some cases, is carried out without the prior consent of the bride. If the bride's family agrees, the marriage is officially conducted. 4. The bride toss or trooping ceremony in Scotland is an interesting and ancient tradition that takes place at some weddings. In this ceremony, the bride is thrown towards the guests as a symbol of happiness and joy. This act is usually performed outdoors in the presence of friends and family. During the ceremony, the bride is typically placed on a chair or elevated surface, and then with the help of the groom and other guests, she is tossed towards the crowd. This act is, in a way, symbolic of the start of a new and happy life. The guests who catch the bride are usually hopeful that this act will bring them good fortune and luck. This tradition can create joyful and laughter-filled moments, adding a unique charm to the wedding. Ultimately, the bride toss is not only a symbol of happiness and good fortune, but also an opportunity to create lasting memories and joyful moments on the big wedding day. 5. The tradition of the wedding night in Morocco. The tradition of the wedding night in Morocco is one of the ancient and unique customs of this country, which involves examining the bride's virginity after the first night of marriage. This practice is still prevalent in some areas, where the bride's family inspects the bedsheet for signs of virginity. This tradition is considered a symbol of honor and dignity for the bride's family and reflects cultural and social values related to marriage and family in Moroccan society. However, this custom has faced significant criticism and debate, as many view it as unfair and degrading to women. In recent years, with social and cultural changes, some families have moved toward eliminating this tradition, placing greater emphasis on the importance of love and respect in marital relationships. 6. Foot washing ceremony in India. The foot washing ceremony in India is one of the traditional and symbolic rituals that takes place in certain regions of the country, especially among rural and religious communities. This ceremony is typically performed before marriage and holds deep cultural and social meanings. During this ritual, the groom washes the bride's feet to show his respect and devotion to her and her family. This act signifies the groom's commitment to the bride and his readiness to take on the responsibilities of their shared life. The foot washing symbolizes purity and the beginning of a new life together, indicating that the groom is prepared to support his wife and shower her with love and affection in the future. This tradition can also be viewed as a religious ceremony, as in many Indian communities, the act is accompanied by specific prayers and invocations that emphasize the spiritual significance of marriage. Ultimately, this ceremony is an integral part of the cultural and social identity of various families and communities in India, reflecting deep-rooted values of respect, love, and commitment in marital relationships. Despite social changes, many families continue to adhere to this tradition and consider it an essential part of their wedding celebrations. 7. The Zinda Sowi ceremony in Sudan is showcased as a cultural and social tradition, especially in certain regions. During this ceremony, Women and men gather separately and engage in dancing, singing, and celebration. This event is typically held on special occasions such as weddings or national festivals. Regarding infidelity by women, this issue carries different meanings and consequences across various cultures. In many societies, infidelity is considered a disreputable and unacceptable act, potentially leading to serious repercussions for the person who committed it. Similarly, in Sudan, infidelity can result in negative social judgments and family problems. It is essential to note that every culture and society has its own perspective on infidelity, and it should be approached with caution and respect. 8. The groom's swordplay ceremony is one of the fascinating and energetic traditions in some cultures and communities, especially in Arab countries and certain regions of the Middle East and North Africa. This ceremony is usually held during wedding celebrations and symbolizes the groom's strength, bravery, and honor. Characteristics of the groom's swordplay ceremony. 1. Traditional clothing. The groom typically wears special traditional clothing, which may include a turban vest and specific trousers. 2. Dance and performative movements. During the ceremony, the groom performs showy movements with the sword. These movements can include special dances, spins, and displays of swordsmanship skills. 3. Music. Traditional and local music is played in the background, helping to create a joyful and energetic atmosphere. Musicians may use various instruments such as drums, oud, and wind instruments. 4. Presence of guests. Wedding guests usually gather around the groom and cheer him on. This social support adds to the excitement and energy of the ceremony. 5. Symbolism. In addition to its entertaining aspects, this ceremony is symbolic and represents the groom's entry into a new life and his responsibilities within the family. The groom's swordplay is not only entertainment, but also serves as a cultural and social symbol at weddings, drawing attention and potentially helping to strengthen family and social bonds. 9. In Russia, before the bride and groom enter their new home, they must take a piece of bread and break it. This act is considered a symbol of wealth and happiness in married life. Whoever gets the largest piece of bread is recognized as the head of the household. In Russia, before the bride and groom enter their new home, they must take a piece of bread and break it. This act is considered a symbol of wealth and happiness in married life. Whoever gets the largest piece of bread is recognized as the head of the household. 10. The breaking of dishes ceremony in Germany is one of the interesting and symbolic traditions at wedding celebrations, which helps the newlyweds prepare for life's challenges. During this ceremony, guests break various items, usually ceramic or glassware. This act symbolizes that life is not always easy and that the couple must be able to face difficulties and hardships. After the dishes are broken, the newlyweds must gather the broken pieces together. This task represents their cooperation, patience, and shared perseverance, reminding them that in married life, they need to work together to solve problems. Additionally, this act is considered a symbol of good luck and blessing for the couple's future life. This ceremony not only has an entertaining and joyful aspect, but also conveys a deep message about the strength of the relationship and the need for partnership in marital life.